What is going on, guys? FMU here. Welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson Challenge. So we're at Villa. We started off well with a 1-0 win against Tottenham. And guys, here is how things have gone since then. We followed that up with a 1-0 win against local rivals West Brom. Jordan Ayew got sent off on the 55th minute, but we managed to hold our own, and Scott Sinclair nicked us the win on 81 minutes. West Brom had a lot more chances, but we did play very well in this game, and we did deserve all 3 points come the end, in my opinion. We continued our good start as Villa manager away at the Stadium of Light Sunderland with a 3-0 win in their backyard. Gabby with a hat-trick in 10 minutes. A fantastic performance by the team, and Agbomlahor really surprised me. He's very inconsistent in real life, and he'd started quite inconsistently for me, but this game was the catalyst for him to start getting a few goals going forwards. Then in what was a very even game in terms of possession and chances, we absolutely annihilated Everton by 4-0. Agbomlahor, Grealish, Sinclair and Traore all getting on the score sheet. Our finishing has been very clinical since we've taken over, and it's been an absolute mega boost to lift us up the table. We then travelled to fellow strugglers Stoke and absolutely spanked them right out the field, right out the stadium. Another 4-0 win. Grealish, Agbomlahor, Sinclair and Akorde with the goals in this one, and again we absolutely dominated from start to finish. Again, it was the clinicalness of our finishing that saw us through, and going forwards as a unit, we are very, very strong. In a game that in terms of league position and league standings we should have won, Leicester were the first team to score against us as Aston Villa manager and pick up a win against us. We took the lead through Agbomlahor on 16 minutes, but then Jeffrey Schlupp equalised. We retook the lead through Traore on 36, but then Schlupp and Dodu scored the 2 goals that meant Leicester took away all 3 points. It was disappointing, but it had to happen at some point. We then travelled to Upton Park and West Ham beat us by 1-0, and Valencia on 43 minutes. It was a game where we just never got going. The injury to Agbomlahor on 22 minutes did not help our cause. It kind of ruined the momentum of the team, and we were unfortunate to lose, but in all fairness, West Ham were the better team and probably did deserve it. We then went to Bournemouth and managed to pick up a 2-1 win to get us back on winning ways. Jordan Ayew, back from suspension, scored on 65, and then Nato Boruc own goal on 71 gave us a 2-0 lead. Sean McDonald made it a bit of a squeaky bum time last 10-11 minutes after he pulled one back for Bournemouth, and unfortunately we lost Adama Traore to injury, who has been an absolute amazing revelation for me since I've come in, so it's going to be a big loss with him being out of the team. And then last time out we played West Ham again and beat them by 2-0 at Villa Park. Jordan Ayew and Scott Sinclair with 2 goals in the first 20 minutes saw us basically fly home to a victory. They weren't helped by Winston Reid getting sent off on the 35th minute, and from that moment on it was quite obvious that as long as we didn't mess anything up massively, we were going to walk away with all 3 points. Well, I don't think any of us, including me, expected that. We've been absolutely amazing. We went that massive run at the beginning without even conceding a goal, which was amazing. We've picked up some good results. Of course, the 2 blips against Leicester and West Ham. The Leicester one, I'm not being disrespectful to Leicester at all, but in terms of where they were in the league at the time, you would have expected us to have picked up the win, the form we were in. But that win was the catalyst for them to start moving up the table as well. So they've done brilliantly with that. West Ham was more, I expected that more because at the time, I think West Ham were about 4th, maybe 5th in the league when they picked up that win against us. But obviously we've since exacted revenge against them and beat them by 2-0 last time out. So today we're just going to have a little look at the team. I'm still currently using the 4-4-2 formation that you saw me set up for that first game. So that is going very, very decently at the moment, and if it ain't broke, there's no reason to try and fix it, in my opinion. Like I said, Traore is out for 4 to 5 weeks with a sprained ankle, so that is not good news for us at all. In terms of transfers, you're going to see a couple go through, I'd imagine, in this episode. Philip Senderos is moving to Udinese tomorrow. And Libor Kozak is moving to, where's he going? Mainz in Germany today, basically. when we probably move forwards one. And Alan Hutton is joining Leicester today as well. So that's a little bit of money coming into the coffers. But in terms of transfers, I've actually brought somebody in. I brought him in on a free transfer just before free transfer deadline day. And that was Emmanuel Adebayor. Now, those of you who have picked him up on this will know that he is actually suspended up until just before the January transfer window. So you can't register him until the January transfer window opens, which is obviously today. The transfer window, the registration window opens today. So he's been playing since his ban ended. He's been playing in the under 21s. And he hasn't scored for them yet, but he's been getting his match fitness up in the under 21s. So he's looking decent. And if we could get him registered in time for today's game, maybe, then that would be awesome. I doubt we'll be able to for today, but hopefully, we may be able to do such a thing and he could perhaps be involved on the bench. In terms of money, we've got a balance of £28.4 million, which is brilliant. The projection is we're going to have 70 by the end of the season. By the end of the season, the record we're going to have 82. Then next season 70, and then 81 the season after. But I am going to be looking at strengthening the squad in January if possible. I'm not going to buy for the sake of buying, but if there's somebody out there who is available who's not going to cost me the world, I'm not going to pay over the odds in January for a player, then we may do that. We may bring somebody in to strengthen up the squad. In terms of the FA Cup, we've drawn Chelsea. It was a toy between the two, but I thought I'll show you the United game in the league because it's going to be difficult to get something against United, but I think if we're going to do a cup game, it needs to be further along the way, and I think it's going to be very difficult to beat Chelsea in the cup. And look at that for a run. We've got Chelsea, Man United, Chelsea in the cup, Arsenal, Chelsea in the league, Newcastle, then Liverpool. That's going to be a difficult run, to say the least. Our running, no disrespect to these teams, but our running is relatively okay, considering they're all teams that are in around the bottom, apart from, I don't think Everton are they? Or are they? They're ninth. They're a place above us at the moment. So, the running wise, we could be okay in terms of running. But we're sitting in 10th in the minute in the table, 10 points off the 5th place and 14 points off the relegation zone. So we're in a healthy position at the minute. So let's get on with this game, shall we? Let's move on. And now the registration window should be opened as well by now, surely. Surely it normally comes up and says the registration window's reopened, but it hasn't yet. He's gone out on loan, the young boy. Doesn't it normally say the registration window's open? Clark should be dropped by Ireland. That's because he's not playing for us, to be fair. It's a bit. It's a bit of our fault, really. So Kozak's gone, which I'm pleased about. Didn't want him in the team. Hutton's gone, which will help the team harmony because he was really bitching and whinging. So there's a few players gone. Vangioni has joined Liverpool. How much do they get him for? Free. Wow, good effort. He's worth 22 million already. They picked him up on a free. That is profit personified right there. That is crazy. That is crazy transfer manoeuvres. The registration window has reopened. So let's get straight on it and get Adebayor straight in. No messing. Confirm. Right, we need to now... Well, this is the bit where I hate having to mess around with this, but you have to say, because you can't take them off, as far as I've noticed. You can't take them off. No, he's Mardying now. We'll just apologise to him. Speak to Adebayor. It was an honest mistake. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was an honest mistake, really. But anyway, Agbonlahor, he's relatively fit as well, so that's a bonus because he's been working in the reserves, playing in the under-21s and stuff. He's kind of got himself back up to fitness, so that's an absolute bonus. But this is going to be a very difficult game today. There is no disillusion on my part. and we'll pop him on the bench for Sanchez. We're currently in talks to get rid of Carlos Sanchez because he's not going to play. Bring Mark Bunn off as well. Put Lescott back on the bench. Lescott's struggling to get in the team at the minute as well. He's just not, he's just not doing anything for me when he's involved. He's not great. So, but hey ho. So that's the team we're going to go with. I'm going to stick with the team that's done me well in the last match. Playing on the right this time is Jack Grealish, and on the left is Scott Sinclair. That's because normally Grealish would play on the left, but with Traore out, that seemed a more natural, manoeuvre. I could have played Sinclair on the right, but he seems to have more of an impact on the left. And you want number 9. Unfortunately, number 9's gone, my friend. You'll have to have number 10. I'm sorry. But you'll have to make do with number 10 for now until next season. Number 9 has been given away to somebody else, so deal with it. So, we've got Ayew and Agbonlahor up top, and then Westwood and Vertut in midfield, Grealish and Sinclair, Amavi, Ilori, Akori, and Richards and Guzman in goal. And then United, Rooney, Mata, Dipe, Feguli, Schweinsteiger, Herrera, Shaw, Laporte, Smalling, Darmian and De Gea. So they've got, oh my goodness, they have brought the big guns today, to be fair. They've not held off, have they? Let's be honest. So let Steve Round do that. So let's get on with this game. Let's get the highlights on for the goals before I forget. Okay, now let's crack on with this game. I'd settle for a point, to be honest with you, against United, because they're doing really well in the league, and I'm being realistic. I'm not being pessimistic, I'm just being realistic. I think a point would be a very good result for us if possible. But they're knocking around well. Oh my goodness. That was woeful. Absolutely woeful from Amavi there. He was useless there. Sorry guys, I need to take a drink. My throat is dry as a bone. That was absolutely woeful. Disappointing, to say the least. Great ball through, but look at Amavi there, completely just letting him have it. No two ways about it. Is this on slower? No. United really piling the pressure on in the early doors here. Memphis Depay, what a finish. 2.5 after 7 minutes. Uh-oh. That point I spoke about is more of a dream now than a reality of happening. What a crock of crap. Right. Let's give them a bit of an aggressive demand more. See if that kicks them into touch a little bit. Don't think it's going to, though, to be honest. Oh, well done, Sinclair. Oh, Westwood, that was poor. Westwood's been fantastic for me this season so far, but that was poor. If that's the first time he's done something that's not been decent, this is going to be 3-0, isn't it? They're just letting Depay just come at us and come at us. Right, you know what? Tactics, opposition. Tight marking always, closing down always, tackling hard, yeah. Fine. I'm basically saying just fucking cripple him. Oh, now that's backfired, hasn't it? Because Alore just absolutely wailed him off the ball. Wayne Rooney to make it 3-0, fully deserved for United. Fully deserved. Fully deserved. Big mistake. I mean, I don't think it was a big mistake because it was a case of, I think it was more of a challenge from the corner that caused the foul on Depay rather than somebody wiping him out. But Could live to regret it. He really could. Right, I'm going to pop us on counter. They are just absolutely playing on another level today. Well done. Brilliant. Go. Turn and go. Go on. You can outdo them. Go on. Oh, Sinclair, that was piss poor. I mean, I think we've got the pace to outrun their defenders easily. I think if we had Traore, we'd be more of a threat going forwards. We're going to give them an absolute bollocking at half time. That was absolutely terrible. And it was woeful. And you know what, Ilori, get off the pitch. Jelly and Lescott can get on. And I am going to... No, I'm not. I was going to bring out Adebayor on for Sinclair and pop Bomlahor on the left, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, what is that? Piss off. What the hell was that from Ferguson there? Brilliant flick on from Rooney, but oh my days, what was that all about? This is Aston Villa as they are in real life at the minute type play. Right, fuck it, let's go attack him. Okay, let's just pause that a second while we get everything how we want it. Get on the pitch of Bomlahor. Rudiger Steg can come on as well. Confirm that. Just let that change click in. Okay, brilliantly. And then we're going to... We're just going to hoof it forwards now. Go route one. Shoot on sight. Run at defence. Get stuck in. Be more expressive. We're just going to go crazy. We've got nothing to lose now. I mean, I know we can concede more goals, but we might as well go with that YOLO attitude and just throw everything forwards. In fact, let's just go overload instead of attacking. Here's Grealish. Just dead. 1-0. 1-0? 4-1. I wish it was 1-0. Fucking hell. That'd be amazing. So Gesteg gets his 5th goal of the season. It's taken us till the 69th minute to have a highlight of us having a shot, which is ridiculous. Fantastic header from Gesteg. Well done to that man. Fantastic stuff. At least we're level in terms of goals in the second half. The second half is a draw so far. Team talk. Passionately. Get creative. That's all I've got in my tank. Well, what an absolutely woeful showing this has been. At least we got a goal. I mean, I'm happy that we got a goal. It's always nice to get a goal. Well done. Well, that was woeful. I can only apologise for that performance. Tactically, it wasn't great. It's my fault in terms of tactics, but still, the players have been doing so well with that tactic. It should have produced a much better or closer result than that, but United's finishing on the day was superb. Got to give it to them. Brad Guzan making that mistake was a bit, you know, a bit of a sore point, but at least the Bomlahor's got to run out. So, yeah, we have to hold our hands up and say that Depay was just fantastic. He was just fantastic today. He ran us ragged. But anyway, guys, for this episode, that is going to be it today. In terms of the next video, depending if we can get past Chelsea, which after that result, I'm going to say no. But if we do somehow manage to beat Chelsea in the FA Cup, depending on who we get in the next round, that may be the next video. If not, then we'll probably be looking at somewhere around about here, maybe Southampton or Norwich, or maybe even Man City away, something like that. Or perhaps we could do Tottenham again and see how we fare against them at home after our 1-0 win in the first video there. But we'll have a look. It'll be around about that time of the season. Then obviously we'll do one for the end of the season, see where we finish up. But anyway guys, for now it's been an absolute pleasure being in your face. Bye bye.